A judge saw that Juan Carlos was born in Georgia. He's a U.S. citizen, yet he can't be released because he was detained by ICE. Can someone explain why does ICE have more power, more jurisdiction than a court judge? His mom showed the proof. She showed his birth certificate, yet he was arrested because he illegally entered Florida as an unauthorized alien. When did Florida become his own country? What's more fucked is that on April 4th, Judge Kathleen Williams blocked the enforcement of said anti-immigration law.
Hey, I know this is going to hurt some people's feelings, but even if Abrego Garcia was in a gang, it doesn't matter, I know. He wasn't, and you've been lied to, because the people you voted for know that you can be easily manipulated with racism. I'm so sorry. The only thing that matters is that we're a nation of laws, and our Constitution says that everybody within our borders is afforded due process. I know, I'm so sorry about the Constitution, I apologize. And this one's going to hurt the most, but I especially don't care to hear about these things from a bunch of people who elected a 34-time felon adjudicators who then turned around and nominated all of his buddies to cabinet positions. I'm so sorry, I know. If you keep doing this thing where you can pretend like you're ever going to be able to claim the moral high ground and you can never ever do that ever again, I know, oh my god. Forever, for eternity, you're just always going to be the people who elected her. No one's going to ever care about anything you have to say in terms of good faith or morals. I'm so sorry, oh my god. So if you could just do us all a favor and save this man for his family, it would be really appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
So lots of people are now reacting to him saying that he will be sending homegrowns to El Salvador, and with all the ICE raids that is currently happening around people who are from the US, like citizens, people are now, putting two and two together and saying, okay, I think this is exactly what they meant. So we have people who were arrested by ICE even when the judge has cleared them that they are legal citizens of the country. They still get held up by ICE, and people are asking this question really: is the police now stronger than the judge, right? Anyway, I'm just going to let these other videos roll. You hear the story of people who have been arrested by ICE and how everything went down, right? Let me just let these videos roll, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch them. We come back with a commentary.
Do you see that the U.S. citizen who was sitting in a Florida jail because he had an ICE order against him was released and is finally back with his mother? If you hadn't heard, this was Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, and he is a U.S. citizen who was traveling from Georgia to Florida to work. He was being charged with the crime of entering Florida as an unauthorized alien. His mother came to the court with a birth certificate and a social security card that a judge authenticated it, but she couldn't release him under Florida law because ICE had directed the jail to hold him. They were going to hold him for 48 hours until ICE came to pick him up. And if it wasn't for the public outcry that came from this story, this moment might have never happened, because we have seen how badly these errors can end up for people. I'm so happy that he's been released and that he's back with his mother, and I hope he sues them for everything he can get. Unfortunately, under this administration and this atmosphere that we live under, stories like these are going to continue to happen.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about this because I'm not really traumatized by it anymore, so here we go. So in the beginning of the year, I got stopped by ICE. Me, an American citizen. Embarrassing, honestly. I thought it was a cop. Like, actually, I thought I was getting stopped for something relevant. My stop went something like this. Yes? Do you mind rolling down your window a little more? I do mind. I have a few questions for you. My partner's gonna be right here, in case anything happens. Are you ICE? Yes, ma'am, and now we're investigating you, so we would like to see some valid form of identification. Why are you pulling me over in a cop car? Ma'am, do you have a license or valid form of identification or anything that can prove that you're an American citizen? Are you an American citizen? Ma'am, yeah, I am an American citizen. Hold up. Ma'am, can you not press those up against the window and hand those to us through the small crack that you've provided for communication? Can you see the IDs? Yes, ma'am, I can. Then no, you may not. Ma'am, we need to physically handle the identification cards. Where does it say that you have to do that? I'm telling you, ma'am, it's the law. Can you tell me which law it is? Ma'am, I need to see the. Sir, I'm literally pushing a Geneva Convention identification card issued by the United States government for the United States Army up against the window. What more do you need? What are you looking for? Ma'am, anybody can replicate an identification card. You cannot just replicate an identification card issued by the Geneva Convention with a smart chip and the type of like barcode that's on it. You can't just fucking fake that shit. Well, if you could just give it to us so we can. No. Ma'am, do you speak Spanish? Yes, I speak Spanish. And where did you learn Spanish? Baltimore? The state of Maryland? And what is your purpose for speaking Spanish? Are you seriously asking me this right now? Ma'am, it's just part of the investigation. Sir, I don't even understand why I'm being investigated. Ma'am, we're investigating everybody that passes through this area. That's funny because like 10 cars passed before you pulled me over. So what made you pull my car over at random if you're investigating everybody? Okay, ma'am, you seem to be uncooperative, so we're gonna have to get you out of the vehicle and search your vehicle. Are you harboring anybody that is not a United States citizen? Ma'am, can you give me an answer? Do you have a warrant? Yes, ma'am, we have a warrant. Can I see the warrant? He shows me the warrant and there's no signature from a judge. Oh, my dog, you're not going anywhere near my car. Excuse me, ma'am, we have a valid warrant. It's not signed by a judge. You literally just have a fucking memorandum without a signature right now. Ma'am, sir, am I being detained? Ma'am, we're trying to conduct an investigation. Can you answer my question? Am I being detained? Ma'am, we have to fulfill our investigation. Sir, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Am I being detained? Ma'am, let me see your supervisor. I see all these cars around here, so let me talk to somebody that's above you. Ma'am, I don't think that's necessary. Supervisor's not gonna change their mind in the situation. We need to search your car. You're not coming anywhere near my car. I need to speak to your supervisor. Ma'am, I'm going to search your car. Sir, you are going to get me your supervisor. He goes and gets the supervisor. Hey, ma'am, what seems to be the issue? We're just trying to conduct an investigation. Is everything all right? Are you doing okay in there? Yes, sir, I have a question. Am I being detained? No, ma'am, you're not being detained. So what was the point of me going back and forth with your subordinate about needing to search my car after I provided valid identification, both of which are government issued, one from the state of Maryland, one from the United States Army? I'm sorry, ma'am, we're just trying to, find undocumented citizens. Okay, sir, one more time. Am I being detained or no? No, ma'am, you are not. Y'all have a good day. Get fucked. And I drove away. Now, mind you, I was scared the entire time. I've been hearing the horror stories. I remain calm, but I knew my rights. But a lot of people don't. So it's imperative. I mean, I was a little disrespectful, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's imperative to be somewhat cooperative. I was obviously taken aback, and yeah, man, it's wild. I would have video recorded the incident. However, I was looking for another song on my phone to like play. And when I saw I was getting pulled over by like this inconspicuous cop car, I tossed my phone on the ground so quick. I pulled a little wall out the back and I said, whoop. So if you believe this is satire, I totally understand. This was a really nerve-wracking situation for me, but I'm glad that I was confident enough to stand my ground and understand my own rights. It doesn't always turn out that way. This was the very beginning of the administration. They have since gotten more abrasive with their approach, more sneaky with their approach. So be safe out there, everyone.
So it's no longer about illegal migrants. It's no longer about sending them back to their wherever they're coming from. Even US citizens are also facing that. Now, all of you who have been on the internet saying that no, he's not going to do anything to those of us who have status, nothing is going to happen if you come in here legally. Now, what happened to you hearing people's story who are being deported to El Salvador, who are citizens, and also people who are citizens that ICE get to hold them and interrogate them? It takes a judge to help them come out of that particular situation. What happens to that? What happens to if you or any of your family member are found in that situation? How will you feel? Because this magas made it look like it was just about the illegal migrants. It was just them who will be sent back to wherever they are coming from. Sending these people back to where they're coming from is better than sending them to countries that they don't know about. And now, for some of you who already have status, you are also facing all of this because somehow, if you don't look like white, you're Latino or anything, you might be profiled by ICE somehow, right? Because that's exactly what these stories are saying, and all these people are trying to, tell people right now. Yeah. So how then did you arrive to the fact that there won't be anything happening to people who are in the country legally? How did you arrive at that particular statement? Some of you came up with that narrative and started saying that Democrats are instilling fear in the heart of people when they told you exactly what will be happening. And now that it's playing in your faces, I don't know. How do you feel about it? Because definitely you won't tell me that you still have the same energy that you used to make those videos in the time past during the campaigns. And now that all of these policies are in your faces and you're seeing truly that it's going to affect you or any other person, how does that make you feel? I hope you make you sleep well at night anyway. Well, guys, share your thoughts with me in the comments. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.
You all remember when Donald J. Trump said that he wanted to send American citizens to El Salvador. He asked the dictator of El Salvador to make 5 more facilities, just like the CCOT center in which Abrego Garcia is being held. So not only did he lie while he was campaigning saying that he was only going to deport illegal criminal immigrants, now he's coming after the homegrown citizens. U.S.-born American citizen under ICE hold in Florida after driving from Georgia. A man by the name of Juan Carlos Gomez Lopez is being held even though a county judge found his birth certificate authentic and said there wasn't any reason to consider him as an illegal alien. Mr. Juan Lopez, 20 years of age, was born here in the United States, was being detained at the request of immigration authorities Thursday, despite an advocate showing his U.S. birth certificate in court and a county judge finding no reason for him to be considered an illegal alien who illegally entered Florida. And after inspecting his birth certificate, Leon County Judge LaShawn Riggin said during the hearing that this is indeed an authentic document, but that she did not have jurisdiction beyond finding no probable cause for the charge. Nonetheless, he remains detained locally at ICE's request, said Thomas Kennedy, a spokesperson at the Florida Immigration Coalition who attended Thursday's hearing. So it has begun. Donald J. Trump has instructed ICE to go ahead and detain American citizens.